And it's important to understand, number one, the scope of fillers and the limitation of fillers. Fillers, as I said earlier, are volumizers that should be used as tools to replace lost volume, and that alone, or as skin boosters. That's it. Okay, and so they cannot be used to replace or to restore or to treat laxity in the muscle layer. When you start to do that, you will end up looking distorted. And that's why a statement I say all the time is all 5 layers of the face need to be in the same decade. And it's, my consultations are 1 hour long. I spend a lot of time, like your doctors, educating my patients so that they understand the trajectory of facial aging and why I say, look, fillers I'm only going to use for this area. You're going to need lasers. You're going to need muscle tightening treatments because I need to make sure all of the layers are in the same decade. Otherwise, you start to look distorted if the face is moving in different ways. The other thing is misinformation regarding fillers. People are scared now about fillers because they've seen an MRI go viral, which, as you know, is a patient that I had that had come to see me who was a celebrity who had filler in her tear trough.
Yes.
And she came to me asking me for more filler in her tear trough to correct what we call Tyndall effect, superficial filler. And more is not more. Sometimes you need to reverse and start fresh and give a fresh canvas, a blank canvas to your injector so that they can create their art. But adding more to try and correct poorly placed or migrated filler is a wrong thing. And then with this particular patient, we did an MRI, which then went viral, over 90 million views. And people now think, oh my God, fillers are bad. No, fillers are not the culprits. The culprit is the person holding the tool. The tool is only as good as the artist. The paint is only as good as the artist holding that paint and painting that drawing. So I think fillers should not be vilified, but the injectors need to be educated, and the patient needs to be careful about who they're trusting their face to.
Definitely.
I always say, don't Groupon your face. We have something called Groupon in the UK that people use, and they try and bargain over your face. No, don't Groupon your face. I wouldn't even Groupon my toes. I have 10 toes. I wouldn't compromise on my toes.
Of course.
So don't compromise on your face.
Definitely.
And understand the scope and the limitation, and find an injector who's not afraid to say no. Right?
With damir.
With lamir.
Conscious.
With ethics.
With
conscious.
ethics.
Yeah. Professional integrity. You do such a great job. I've seen the doctors in your clinic. They have the same ethos, the same philosophy. I hire only
Your
based
vibe
on
attracts your tribe.
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Wise friend once told me, called Yussra.